I was shopping with John King when he had a shop over in the Michigan Theater Building. I was transitioning my life, and I thought that I wanted to do something that I would enjoy. And I've always liked books. I've always shopped used bookstores, and I thought, why not apply here? And I've been here ever since. We get to meet people that are Detroiters. We get to meet people that are from other places. We get to share book histories. We get to share our reading taste and take on other people's reading taste. So there's an exchange of information that keeps it stimulating. The two I always recommend to people if they haven't read are The Count of Monte Cristo. Okay. Nathaniel Hawthorne's Scarlet Letter. And then I always love Toni Morrison's Bluest Eye. And Giovanni's Room is my other one, the James Baldwin romance novel. I call that his romance novel. So those are my favorites. My reading themes are generally, my favorite books are by authors that focused on the dichotomy between good and evil and the good overcoming. And people who had a wonderful use of the English language. Those fascinate me, so those are why they become my favorites. Vonnegut's a kind of a contemporary favorite of mine. In the Toni Morrison, it's a step back in the past that I'm always fascinated with because I do read a lot of Black history, and I do identify with the whole overcoming. Like the Scarlet Letter for me is just, people say, well, I don't know. And I think it's a story of a really strong woman. I mean, beneath it all, she was a very strong woman who was being persecuted. And I have such respect for that. The Dumas was the patience to keep going until you triumph. So, yes, I guess I do identify with those authors. Those books influenced me because those are people who said, you know what, I'm willing to sacrifice me for the greater good. Although inherently they were not necessarily perfect people or, had meaning to other people. But by making the sacrifice, the one person did something differently and it affected other people's lives. So I like that. This is a place where people find their calling. And I think that in my work environment, it's important for me to help them find their calling. When they come here, I'm like, I really love your energy. I don't think you're going to stay here forever. But while you're here, I want you to start looking for who you are. And sometimes you just have to encourage people where you are. My goal is to come to work. I come to work every day to encourage people. And I want to encourage the young people that work here to find their calling. I want to encourage the customers that pass through to find their calling. I mean, it's just what I do. That's me.
John King Books, may I help you?
Kind of a help other people find their calling person.
Good. How are you doing today?